My name is Lisa Rodvian, and I'm running for Anne Arundel County Council, District 6. District 6 is the city of Annapolis, and it includes the entire Annapolis Peninsula from Bay Ridge and Bay Highlands, Arundel on the Bay, and then all the way up to Crownsville. One of the things that I really love about it is the diversity. Lots of threads woven together. Other than the people living in District 6, the most wonderful thing that we have is the Severn River, the South River, the Annapolis Harbor, and of course the Chesapeake Bay. We really need to make sure we're doing everything we can to take care of them, to be good stewards. As a public school teacher, public education is one thing where we really have to start making better, stronger investment and making priority in our communities. One of my roles as a teacher is to be a problem solver. A lot of the issues that we'll talk about and we'll address on the County Council really cross party lines, can keep our focus on the common ground and accomplish so much more that way.
I've tried the other route with traditional medications and things like for allergies.
Helps calm me, gives me energy.
If you've never been to a naturopathic doctor before, it may seem overwhelming. We have hundreds of tools, if not thousands of tools in our toolbox. We also understand the pharmaceutical world. So we can work and walk in both worlds and help you with those two worlds.
And over the last 40 years that I've observed, there's been a progressive evolution in how we treat cancer.
She comes with a great deal of experience in the cancer world, as well as being an amazing naturopathic doctor.
I know the power of naturopathic medicine, and when you look at cancer and conventional cancer care, there's a huge opportunity for natural therapies to work alongside conventional care.
It was all tailored just for me.
One thing that makes the Annapolis Maritime Museum really unique is that we're on the water.
The museum is actually owned by the city of Annapolis to run it both as a museum and an environmental education center. It's used for canoes and kayaks, but it's also used for children and dogs wading in the water.
So a lot of places when they're teaching, they're in the school or in a schoolyard, and we're in the water. We get kids in it and muddy and wet, and they get to really experience and feel it and get to see all those animals in their natural environment.
My name is Amanda Fiedler, and I'm running for Anne Arundel County Council, District 5. District 5 is a very unique part of Anne Arundel County. Severna Park has that very small town Severna Park feel. Cape St. Clair is one of the largest communities in the Broadneck Peninsula. I want to make sure that we are moving forward with growth in a responsible way, and one that is sustainable not only to our infrastructure but to our environment. They just want to know that someone will go to bat for them.
Horseshoe crabs have been around for at least 450 million years, changing little from their ancestors. Across the vast expanses of time, horseshoe crabs have been survivors of remarkable distinction. They have survived millions of years because of their resilient biology. Their existence is important to many other of Earth's creatures. Now, due to man's impact on the land, their numbers are decreasing. You must be aware that the horseshoe crabs need undeveloped beaches for spawning. And sustainable harvest levels to ensure their survival in the future. So they can be around to see another 450 million years.
The environmental degradation that we've done over the last 400 years that have harmed our waterways and harmed our streams isn't going to be fixed overnight, and it's not going to be fixed for free. And it is going to require an investment of time, money, and resources.
This course will walk you through a range of best management practices to help you understand how to manage your MS4 permits to meet local environmental concerns, while also helping to restore the bay.
It's trying to make sure that we leave the earth better than we found it.
This is my daddy. He's running for county council, but he's also my soccer coach and my Sunday school teacher, and he always walks me and my friends to school.
I'm Lauren, and this is my husband, James. He cares so much about our family and his community, and I couldn't be prouder of him.
My name is James Kitchen. I am running for county council in District 7. The issues you care about at the county level, and the issues I hear people talk about, are ones that we really can all come together on. You know, being a former teacher, I know that a key part of any kind of decision making is listening. Things that I'm talking about as I go around and knock on doors and talk to voters on the campaign trail are smart growth. You know, we've heard this phrase, keep South County rural, for decades, and we haven't figured out how to get it right yet. Everyone cares about having good schools and safe communities. This is the area where we really can people together and really work for just the betterment of our communities. This is where we're going to learn as a nation to talk to each other again.
We're in the middle of a very high-density urban landscape, and yet here is this oasis that's 4 acres of just really beautiful restored nature. It's a 400-year-old ecosystem.
It really is an urban neighborhood with a little pocket stream involved in it.
The seeds of this project were planted many years ago, and we are overjoyed that they are at long last bearing fruit and flowering.
About 10 years ago, when there was institutionally a plan for the city to move forward on all kinds of different kinds of things that would make a difference relative to clean water, clean air.
What was here before was a great amount of grassland that was all dehydrated from a stormwater pipe system that the city put in back in the 50s. The stream bed had a lot of invasive species that had grown from 3 decades.
This area at St. Luke's you couldn't even walk through. People really didn't have access to the water here, and now we have this beautiful shoreline where people can come and enjoy the water.
What existed there before was a wetland that was a dead ecosystem. Therefore, there was nothing there but mosquitoes. I mean, the worst mosquito population you have ever visited.
Yeah, I've lived here since 1999. We always have a lot of runoff. All the stormwater from the buildings on either side drain directly into the creek.
What we've done with this project is take some hot, polluted, nasty stormwater out of a storm drain network and return that to crystal clear, clean, groundwater-fed spring heads.
Our mission is to develop citizen leaders to promote community action for clean waters. Well, there's no better example of this mission in action than Betsy Love and the Restoration of Nature Project. She has taken the tools and the resources and the training that she received, mixed it with her own special blend of charm and determination, shared it with the amazing St. Luke's community, and brought us all here today to celebrate this project.
It basically puts the landscape back into what it was before we all came here. In an old growth forest, the floor of the forest would have looked a lot like this project.
We need to get back to this. We need to have a place everywhere where we can come back to nature. And this will be that place.
This urban area that we're in now has 4 acres of quality green space that they can now play in. Dogs play here.
I love the project. I think it's great. I think it's exciting.
So it's bringing this neighborhood back to the way it used to look years and years ago, and that makes me happy.